While I know that Mary Beth needs no introduction to many of us, I'd like to share a few words of introduction. With more than 27 years of experience in corporate America as an accountant, Mary Beth transitioned into exploring various holistic practices. Her unwavering passion for wellness and healing guided her toward a multifaceted career that seamlessly blends science, intuition, and compassion. Mary Beth is a heart math counselor, certified mentor, a process that she frequently weaves into our prayers at Unity. She is also an ardent astrologer, having delved into coursework in India that helped her gain profound insights into celestial patterns and their impact on our lives. And of course, here at Unity of Buffalo, we are very grateful for Mary Beth's leadership as the director of our prayer chaplain program. Welcome, Mary Beth. We look forward to learning more about the spiritual meaning of the solar eclipse. Mary Beth.
So why am I so excited about the solar eclipse? Well, you may have heard that it's an astronomical as well as an astrological event. It hasn't happened here in Buffalo since 1925. I don't think anybody here remembers it. And it's not going to happen again in Buffalo until 2144. Again, probably most of us won't be here, at least not in these physical outfits. So it's a special day tomorrow. And also, did you know that only 1/10 of 1% of the planet gets to view a solar eclipse? So that doesn't happen very often. And we do have solar eclipses regularly. We have them several times a year, but often they're in the middle of the ocean. So nobody gets to see them. But yay, Buffalo. Go Buffalo. We get to see the solar eclipse, and there's the whole path of totality gets to see the solar eclipse. So I'm excited about all that. Plus, eclipses are portals to change. And this one in particular, on April 8th, is connected to some deep healing, which I'll talk about that when we get to the astrological portion of our presentation today. But even more than that, even more than this once-in-a-lifetime event that only 1/10 of 1% of the planet gets to view, and this portal of change is the mystery associated with solar eclipses. We really don't know what the impact's going to be. And if you think about the word spirituality, just maybe close your eyes for a moment and just tune in. What does spirituality even mean? What's the definition? If you were to try and describe it in one word, or what's the concept of spirituality? And when I did this for myself, the first thing I thought of, well, spirit is usually, for most of us, invisible. So it's something that we need something beyond our five senses to connect with. So it's a mystery, and it's not always explainable in words. So I thought it would be really fun to come up here and talk about something that's not explainable. That would be a nice opportunity. So, but when you think about spirituality, it's both a personal connection. It's a personal connection to something that's holy and something that's whole. And when we connect with something that's whole, we feel a sense of security, a sense of safety, a sense of rightness, like it's going to be all right. Like we're connected. There's something, even if we don't know what it is, there's something greater than us, and we can sort of tune into that when we have a spiritual experience. So it's something that you're a part of, but you may not see the result of it immediately. I started doing something that is kind of fun. I started, when I go through the car wash, and there's a person on the left hosing your car down, and a person on your right, and then there's that director that's like, oh no, go over this way, and I'm like leaning in my car trying to get over, and they're so engrossed in their work that they're not really looking at you. So I try to like look at them and smile and see if they notice. And they're so focused, so that wasn't working. So I started waving. I started waving. And it's remarkable because then they see me and then they just like burst into smile. And it's so cool. It's like a pattern interrupt, right? They're not expecting somebody to smile at them. And you can do this anytime, right? You can walk down the street and give someone a big smile, and they're probably thinking, do I know that person? But you never know how that smile is going to change their day. So you might not know the impact. So, we're here on this planet. It's no coincidence that we're here now. We're here now. We get to experience the solar eclipse. Oh, I just saw you. Hi. Nice to see you. You're back. It's so nice to see some familiar faces that are here today. So you never know what's going to how you're going to impact someone, and you may never know. You may never know. When you do something like plant a tree, right? You're probably not going to necessarily get the benefit of the shade of that tree. That's for future generations. When you raise a child, you don't know what that child's going to do. You don't know what blessing that child's going to bring to the world. You may not get to witness it. You may get to witness it, but you might not. So there's this mystery connected with spirituality, and there's this mystery connected with the solar eclipse. And spirituality also requires a sense of reverence and a sense of awe, a sense of wonder. And it's tied to signs, like signs and symbols. So spirituality, it goes beyond our thinking mind. And again, it's something that we get to experience. It might not be explainable. And it's something that can go deep. It's something that may take a while to feel the impact of. And this ties into the work that I do. Specifically, I use astrology and heart math to help people learn to trust themselves and lean into their own wisdom. And that's why I created Love Your Life in Sync. Like, what a great name for a company, right? Love Your Life in Sync, because I wanted to create a life that I love living, and I wanted to help others do the same. So during this presentation, I'm going to weave in some astrology and weave in a little heart math where they fit. So I'm going to just invite you now to close your eyes again and take a moment to consider, why might it be important or significant to connect spirituality with the solar eclipse for you? Why might that be important for you? And I'd love to hear from like one or two or three of you, if anyone wants to share, like even just one word, like why might it be important for you? Pat, Lonnie, why would it be important for you?
Well, it could be the next step into our next dimension of the consciousness of humanity.
Could be, right? Could be that next,
A little push.
a little push. Anyone else? Harriet? A present and a special connection with God. I love that. Yeah, feel into that. It's a present and a special connection. Yes? Wait, did you have your hand raised? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you did. Okay. Bridget? Always.
We always hear about Hubble telescope, and it's just always expanding. God is expansion. And as we expand, God within us expands. So I think it's just about that motion and the awe. I mean, I think every day we see things that are beautiful, and I think it just everybody's eyes are on it. So I just think it's an expression of awe of God and that constant and changing motion.
Thank you. So, I don't know if you all got to hear that, but essentially it was this expression of awe and this, that the world is always changing. And so we get this opportunity to be witness. Okay, so I'm excited to share what I think is the connection between spirituality and the solar eclipse. So it's this opportunity. It's the opportunity to do something different. So there's a lot of hype about the solar eclipse. Apparently, there's a Sunday for that. So everyone's taking advantage of the solar eclipse and getting together to have a party. Is there a donut? There's a donut. I was at an event yesterday at Asbury Point, which is a retirement community, and they're having a party, and they shared with us that the drink they're serving is going to be an orange margarita with a big, you know how they can do ice balls now, like a big ice ball? It's going to be a black ice ball and an orange margarita, to, I guess, to symbolize the solar eclipse, the black coming over the orange. Yes. Tim Hortons. I think Tim Hortons something. Yeah. Or it could have been Paula's Donuts. Yeah. My friend Paula here is visiting from Virginia for me or for the solar eclipse. I forget which one it is. Both. Okay. All right. So, there's also this deeper opportunity. There's this spiritual opportunity. And there's this opportunity to make witnessing the solar eclipse tomorrow a spiritual experience. So, but first, let's talk about what the solar eclipse is, and then how we might want to make it a spiritual experience. So, it's about alignment. So, it's the sun and the moon lining up, and what's really remarkable is that we are the only planet in our solar system that gets to have eclipses. And as far as the scientists and the astronomers know, not only are we the only one in our solar system, but for all the planets around that they know, lots of planets have moons. But we have this specific ratio between the sun and the moon. The sun is about 400 times the size of the moon, and about 400 times farther away than the moon. So because of this alignment, 400, the moon looks like the exact same size and is able to cover the sun, even though it's a new moon. And a new moon is when you see at night, it's that sliver of a moon. So it's really pretty remarkable. And I was thinking, again, tying it into the signs and the symbols. And you have to look for them. You have to look for the signs and the symbols. But so we get this 400 number that shows up a couple of times. The sun is 400 times the size of the moon and 400 times farther away. So in numerology, the number 400, you would reduce that down. You always just add the sum of the digits, and this is really easy math, because 4 plus 0 is 4. So if you check out the spiritual significance of 4, it's about balance, and it's about foundation, and it's order, and it's the primary thing. It's the thing that has to come first. It's first, and it's, wait for it, foremost to building something. And we have the 4 in Christianity, we have the 4 Gospels. For indigenous people, the number 4 is a sacred number because it's linked to the cycles of nature, the 4 seasons, the 4 cardinal directions, fire, earth, air, and water. So it's a reminder of the world's pattern and the cyclical nature of the universe and the importance of harmony. So there's a hint. So you might want to look for the number 4, or what's important to you. Just look for a symbol or a sign. I had an aunt that used to say, I'm waiting for my message. I'm waiting for my sign. So look for your sign, And April's the 4th month. The solar eclipse is happening in the 4th month. And now let's take a look at the astrology. And it just so happens to be the 4th slide. So astrology is a big part of what's happening tomorrow. So I just want to share with you, like the sun. So in astrology, the sun represents who we are at our core, at our essence. It's our absolute power. You could think of it as your solar power. It's also connected to your heart. The sun in astrology is connected with the heart. And even if you know nothing about astrology, most people know their sun sign. Most people know where the sun was when they were born. So this just is a little indicator of how important the sun is. It's us at our core. And then the sun is going to get covered up by the moon. And the moon represents a bunch of different things in astrology. It represents our emotions and our feelings. It represents our unconscious behavior. And interestingly, right tied into being unconscious, it represents the people as a whole. It represents all of us, team humanity. So the moon is covering up, our emotions are covering up the core of who we are. And then, astrologically, this is one of the reasons why this solar eclipse, why the astrologers are really excited about this, is because Chiron, which is an asteroid known as the wounded healer, is also lining up with the sun and the moon. And I mean exactly, like this is technical, but the eclipse is happening at 19 degrees of Aries. And that means the sun in the sky, like the astronomers will even say it's at 19 degrees of Aries. The sun and the moon, and Chiron is there. And Chiron has a weird cycle pattern. And this hasn't, I don't know, the last time the Chiron lined up with a solar eclipse in Aries. Aries, when planets wear the costume, if you will, of Aries, Aries is that I am presence. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So even though we would never say like a baby is self-absorbed, with Aries being the first sign of the zodiac, Aries is like the baby of the zodiac, and a baby doesn't know they're separate from you. They don't even know that. So you could sort of say a baby is self-absorbed. But what it means is that Aries is all about the self. It's the I am. In unity, we might say it's the Christ presence within. And the Aries is the zodiac sign that knows better than any other of the zodiac signs how important it is to put the oxygen mask on yourself first. You can't help anyone. If you're not breathing, you're not going to be helping anyone. So you can't pour from an empty cup. Aries knows that. So Aries is really focused on the self. So put all of that together. And so back to Chiron just for a second. So Chiron in Greek mythology was known as the wounded healer. Chiron was immortal, but had this wound and couldn't die and was deeply hurt. So Chiron learned how to heal himself through compassion. And we all have Chiron in our chart some way. We all have a wound. We're part of humanity. We have a deep wound. And one of the purposes of that wound might be to develop our compassion, which gives us the ability to help others heal. So what does all this mean astrologically? The sun, who we are, our heart, if you will, it's getting covered up by our emotions, and we have this opportunity for healing with Chiron there. And what are we going to heal first? What are we going to put the oxygen mask on first? Ourselves. So this is why all the astrologies are excited about that. So hold on to that thought for a second. Is this solar power being covered by our emotions and Chiron healing, all in the sign of healing the self? Hang on to that, because we're going to have a little pan and interrupt for a second. So what else is the solar eclipse? It's a big pattern interrupt, right? It's going to be the middle of the day, and it's going to turn into the middle of the night, which a pattern interrupt, if there's anybody here that's in the psychology or even in sales, like we know that a pattern interrupt startles us. It stops us from what we were doing and shifts us so that we start doing something else. It could bring us out of our unconscious behavior and bring us to attention, which during the meditation, which I'll be doing after my talk, I'm going to teach you a pattern interrupt called heart math, a little heart math technique that we're going to do together. It's very simple, but you'll be able to do it during the solar eclipse so that you can respond to Mother Nature's pattern interrupt with your own pattern interrupt and connect with your solar power, your heart, so you can sort of double down on the pattern interrupt. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the healing. So there's this idea of looking for the signs and the symbols. And so if you look at the solar eclipse, what does it look like? To me, it looks like an eye. And so is the solar eclipse inviting us to see things differently, perhaps? And while there is no I in teams, Team Humanity is made up of all of us. So again, there's that Aries energy where we get to heal ourselves so we can help heal the team. And with Chiron affecting this eclipse, for us, it is affecting us personally and collectively. So it's for all the people. It's for Team Humanity. And there's something in us that is currently covered up, and it's going to become uncovered when the moon moves across the sun. And so I'm currently studying, I'm taking an intuitive class with my teacher. Her name is Nancy Rebecca, and she was sharing with us that there's this energy coming in onto the planet right now. So the planet is moving through a part of the universe that's never moved before that is filled with light. We're getting all these solar flares and all this sun activity. All this light is pouring in. And so she's intuitive, and I'm just going to say that, she gets insights, so you can read into that what you want. But she's telling us that her insights are telling her that this, and she called it a diamond light. So remember that, a diamond light. This diamond light is filling the planet right now. It's going to be very much heightened during the solar eclipse. This diamond light is going to come down, and it's going to come through our heads. And at the top of our brain is something called the corpus callosum. And it's the part of the brain that connects the two halves. And it can become hard. The corpus callosum can become hard. I don't know. Think hard-headed, right? Our thoughts, maybe. I forgot to mention on Aries, in addition to being the first sign, Aries rules the head, because the astrological signs all rule a part of the body. And with Aries being the first, Aries rules the head, rules thinking and thoughts. So this corpus callosum, that it connects both halves of our brain, the left brain functioning, the analytical functioning, and then the right side, the creative side. And with this diamond light coming in and affecting this healing of the corpus callosum, our brain, we're going to be able to merge those two pieces so that we can think more creatively. We can apply that creativity to that thinking analytical brain and come up with new solutions. And I don't know about you, but I think there's a few solutions we might need to come up with creatively for our planet at this time. So there's that going on. So she called it this diamond light. And after the class I had with her, I opened up my email. I get the Earth Sky News. And the Earth Sky News is talking about the solar eclipse. And they're talking about Bailey's beads. Bailey's beads is when the moon completely covers the sun. And that's the totality part. So when we see that, we're going to actually be able to take off our solar eclipse glasses. Only for those like 3 minutes, because we don't want to hurt ourselves. But leading up to it, like at 2 o'clock, we have to start wearing our glasses. And then when the moon covers it, we're going to see these Bailey's beads. And in the Earth Sky News, they said the Bailey's beads look like diamonds. They look like diamonds. And then once the moon starts moving, and like in this picture here, where that diamond gets bigger, that's when we need to put our glasses back on. But it occurred to me, again, looking for the signs and the symbols, when we take off the glasses, it's like from the Bible, right? The scales fell from their eyes. The scales fell from their eyes. We get this diamond light working in the corpus callosum, helping us have our left brain and our right brain work together. And also, what else does that remind you of, the left side and the right side? The divine feminine and the divine masculine that's in all of us, regardless of our gender. That ability, the divine masculine is the ability to give, and the divine feminine is the ability to receive. And no matter what gender we are, a lot of us have problems receiving, right? Somebody wants to do something for you. Oh no, I'm good. I don't need that, or somebody wants to buy you lunch or something. Just try saying, thank you, I accept. Just try that on for a change. And so that's all coming in. So looking for those signs, trying to find those signs. Okay, so something is going to get uncovered within us. And the spiritual side of the solar eclipse could be this personal awakening, this opportunity to pause, to reset, to pattern interrupt, and consciously choose again. And you get to choose. It's personal because you get to choose for you. So my new favorite song is Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield. And one of the lyrics in that song is, feel the rain on your skin. No one can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else. So the solar eclipse is this opportunity to have this personal connection, maybe a transformation with something holy, something whole, something that will make you feel secure and right with the world, right with the planet. It's that we're all here being able to witness this solar eclipse now. So during the eclipse, you want to look for signs and symbols and see what you notice, because no one else can notice for you. And please do not worry about taking a picture of the solar eclipse. There are going to be way better pictures posted on the internet that you could ever take. And if you try and take a picture, you might miss something. You might miss that experience. And no one else can experience that for you. It's yours. So it's no coincidence that you're here now. You're here now because the world needs Team Humanity. The world needs you to be a part of that team. We're all a part of that team. So the solar eclipse is this opportunity for an awakening, a spiritual awakening, personally and collectively. Tomorrow at 3:18, I invite you to take a moment when you're looking at the eclipse and go to your heart and practice heart-focused breathing, which I'll walk you through during the meditation. And it's just what it says, heart-focused breathing. And let yourself imagine some transformation for yourself and for Team Humanity, even if you don't know what it looks like. Let yourself be a part of something that's bigger. Go deeper and trust. Trust that you are here to witness something that is both whole and holy. Trust that your witnessing will make a difference. Trust that your witnessing is going to have a healing effect on this whole planet and all the beings on the planet because of what you are holding in your heart. As you stand under that Aries, I am alignment of the sun and the moon, and that wounded healer, that compassionate healer known as Chiron. So thank you so much for your attention and for listening. And thank you for being here and watching online. It's no accident that you're here to be a witness to the solar eclipse. I'm glad you are all here for it. Enjoy it. Watch for the signs. Make the spiritual connection, because in the words of Natasha Bedingfield, no one else can do it for you. Only you can let it in. Thank you. Thank you. And now the lovely Emma is going to lead us into meditation with a beautiful song.
Pour over me, Holy Spirit, cleanse my heart and comfort me. Pour over me, Holy Spirit, help me know how to let go. Pour over me, Holy Spirit, cleanse my heart and comfort me. Pour over me, Holy Spirit, help me know how to let go. Pour over me, Holy Spirit, cleanse my heart and comfort me. Pour over me, Holy Spirit, help me know how to let go. With the setting of the sun, I now let drift away everything and everyone that can no longer stay. Pour over me, Holy Spirit, cleanse my heart and comfort me. Pour over me, Holy Spirit, help me know how to let go. Pour over me, Holy Spirit, cleanse my heart and comfort me. Pour over me, Holy Spirit, help me know how to let go. In the scented evening air, let living water flow, bathe my many fears and cares. I release, I let go. Pour over me, Holy Spirit, cleanse my heart and comfort me. Pour over me, Holy Spirit, help me know how to let go. Pour over me, Holy Spirit, cleanse my heart and comfort me. Pour over me, Holy Spirit, help me know how to let go. Baptism of tears, clear my vision. Bathe me in peace, reveal my mission. Pour over me, Holy Spirit, cleanse my heart and comfort me. Pour over me, Holy Spirit, help me know how to let go. Pour over me, Holy Spirit, cleanse my heart and comfort me. Pour over me, Holy Spirit, help me know how to let go. Pour over me, Holy Spirit, cleanse my heart and comfort me. Pour over me, Holy Spirit, help me know how to let go. Pour over me, Holy Spirit, cleanse my heart and comfort me. Pour over me, Holy Spirit, help me know how to let go.
So I invite you to close your eyes, and if you like, you can place your hand on your heart or gently tap your heart. And imagine your breath flowing in and out of your heart a little slower, a little deeper, finding an easy, comfortable rhythm with equal inhales and equal exhales, which help to soothe the nervous system. So you can bring in all that light, all that beautiful light that's pouring over us, just like the Holy Spirit. This light that's pouring over humanity. And when you're watching the solar eclipse tomorrow, just take a moment to focus on your heart. Imagine your breath flowing in and out of the heart a little slower, a little deeper, and just breathe equal inhales and exhales. And feel your feet on the ground. You can imagine that your body is like a tree trunk you can imagine a tree trunk right at your hips, and the trunk flowing down your legs, and let those tree roots go right through the chair you're sitting in now, and tomorrow they'll go right through your legs into the ground of Mother Earth herself, traveling deep, deep, deep down, down, down to the core of Mother Earth. Let yourself see, hear, feel, or just know you've clicked into the core. Let yourself feel that support of being stabilized by Mother Earth. That security, that rightness of feeling connected to something bigger than you. And let yourself release into Mother Earth right now any energy you don't need anymore. Mother Earth will transform it for you. But only you can let it go. It's up to you. So I invite you to let it go. And then you can imagine at the soles of your feet, in the arches of your feet, you can imagine little camera lenses opening, and allow that energy from Mother Earth to flow up through the arches of your feet. In Tai Chi, they call this spot the bubbling spring spot. Let Mother Earth's energy flow up through the soles of your feet, over your ankles, relaxing your feet, your legs, flowing up over your calves and shins, your knees up to your hips. And then let the excess energy flow down through the core of the earth. Flow down through your grounding cord right into Mother Earth. And just let that cycle continue. And just imagine that grounding cycle of releasing energy and receiving Mother Earth. Just set the intention that that's happening. As you bring your awareness back to your heart. And think of something that makes you smile. Think of something that lights you up. Let yourself feel the smile. And radiate that smile through your own solar power, through your own heart. Radiate that feeling of love or gratitude or kindness or compassion. Radiate that to every cell in your beautiful body. Your beautiful body that's alive right now on planet Earth. It's going to witness the solar eclipse. It's a part of Team Humanity. That something is going to be uncovered, something's going to be healed, something's going to be revealed. Maybe it's our thinking. Maybe it's our way of seeing. Just allow yourself to vision a transformation for yourself. Hold that thought. Hold that image in your mind's eye. Share it with your whole body. And then start to share it in this room, whatever room you're sitting in. For those of us here at Unity of Buffalo, let's let that vision fill this room. And then it's the vision of team humanity. And if you're at home watching this online, let your vision fill the room you're in. And let us connect with your vision. Let us remember we're all connected. We're all connected in this eternal moment of now. So whether you're watching this live or later, we're all connected. We all live under one giant sun on planet Earth. And so we're radiating our vision of transformation, of healing for ourselves, of healing for team humanity, of healing for all the beings on the planet, the healing for Mother Earth herself. We're holding that vision. And then on your next inhale, allow that vision to come back into you. Allow yourself to receive it. Receive it and hold it in your heart. And just know and trust that we are here to witness something that's possibly once in a lifetime, something that's going to be healing, whether we feel it immediately or we never feel it. Just know you're a part of it. Thank God that you're a part of something greater. As you take your next inhale, just bringing that into your heart. Take your next inhale. And on your exhale, maybe let out a nice deep sigh. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes and feel yourself in your seat as you come back to this present moment, in this chair, in this space. Just release, just be here now for yourself and for all of us. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.
joy in our day. Joy in our day. We are lifted up. We are lifted up higher. We are lifted up. We are lifted up. We are lifted up higher. We are lifted up. We are lifted up. We are lifted up higher. We are lifted up. We are lifted up. We are lifted up higher in our day.
A prayer for protection